Hello there, it's me. I felt like I needed to film this. Here it is in all its crappy glory. My hair needs a wash. This room isn't decorated yet. No, nothing's ready, but it doesn't matter because Black lives fucking matter. With everything that's gone on in the past week, America's fucking scary. I'm sorry, America terrifies me. I bet it's on the whole a lovely place, but damn, shit be real over there. And the whole gun control, that's not a thing I've made secret in the past. I don't like it. But the fact of the matter is, when you couple that with racism, you've got a horrible, horrible mix. And I just wanted to come and talk about this and my thoughts on it and my thought process this week. I get it, I'm a white girl, I've got no business. No one's gonna watch this anyway, really, so it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not stealing the spotlight from anybody, but I feel like a dickhead. Essentially, I've been fucking naive. I've been just a blissfully ignorant twat. And not on purpose, not intentionally, but it doesn't really matter at this point because I knew this world was a shitty place, but I never knew how bad racism has been ingrained into our very society worldwide, and I'm sorry. How did I not? I think it's time for a lot of us to admit that we haven't seen the blindingly fucking obvious, and that's gonna change. It's gotta fucking change. I've always been a person who would listen. I've always been an advocate just for people in general, like no one should be lesser. And that goes for queer rights, that goes for black rights and all people of colour, that goes for all human beings. That's the point. I think people aren't contesting that, but there's this racism that just sneaks under the radar, and that's the shit that we don't see and we need to see. And I'm hitting myself that this is happening, even in the booktube community, where I didn't think... I mean, the booktube community is a brilliant, lovely place, but I didn't realise how... I guess we're in the adult world now and there's monsters fucking everywhere. Like, why did I never question anything, you know? Like, things like the Becoming with the Michelle Obama thing and none of the black tubers getting to go there, that seemed weird. Booktube panels never have a black booktuber. I didn't think to notice. I've always been a person that's like, I don't care what your skin colour is. Blue, green, doesn't matter to me. And that's true. Like, I really just see people. But that's like, now I'm like, well, I should have questioned. I agree, I should just see people. But there is a reason that those people weren't there. Like, what? It blows my mind, honestly, because how is this world we living in 2020? How has this happened over and over and over again and nothing's changed? Do you know how many black booktubers have been in my recommended in the last week? And I'm like, hold on a minute. These people have been on here for years. Like, years. I found a booktuber that's been on here for 6 years. And I'm like, they've never been recommended in my newsfeed before. And you can chalk that up to coincidence, but at this point that's starting to sound more and more just like an excuse. Why have they not been more promoted? There's something so fishy and dodgy going on, and I never stopped to truly question and notice the wrongness in that. I just assumed the world was, you know, YouTube was just promoting what was good, and like, I never thought to fucking question it because I don't tend to look for that. But that's made me part of the problem because I should be seeing that. And now I have seen it, there's no fucking going back. Over the past few days, I've really like reevaluated my entire mindset. Enough to admit when I've got it wrong. Not like I intentionally was ever malicious in any way, but just the ignoring the... Obviously I was on board for Black Lives Matter, I've never not been. But my stupid ass naive brain, or I guess we could call it at this point white privilege, never knew or saw or understood the depth of this issue, and now I fucking do. How come this has come up again and again and again and nothing's changed? That makes no sense. I guess I'm just ashamed of the world, of America, of violence, of hatred, of myself. big enough girl to fucking admit it that I'm ashamed. And I think that we all need to just wake the fuck up and realise that when, at what point, at what year is this going to change? Because racism and the discrimination of black people and people of colour in general has been there for hundreds of years. I'm not oblivious to that. I know my fucking history, but I don't know my present. Well, not my present, other people's present, and that sounds like a present. I needed to come on here and talk about how this has changed my viewpoint, and I'm so fucking annoyed that it's taken this long, that it's taken like this massive movement and the death of more black people in the media for me to fucking wake up and smell the roses. What? It's a horrific tragedy, but it's not an isolated incident, is it? It's a common occurrence for black people to be afraid of their own police. Like, we're a booktube, we read dystopian, we're not supposed to fucking live in it. And I don't live it. I'm a white girl in the UK. I'm doing fine. Well, not fine. So over the past few days I've been looking up the black booktubers. Like I said, now they're coming into my feed. After 5 minutes I found over 20 black booktubers, and I started watching their content, and I've been enjoying it, obviously, because why wouldn't I? And I've just been going through, and I haven't like auto-subscribed because I don't want to give them pity subscribers. I wonder how many like hundreds of subscribers they've got recently, because people are trying to check off the diversity box. No, I'm interested that there's all these subscribers that I just never knew existed, because they've never been recommended to me in any way, shape or form. No big booktubers recommended them to me. The YouTube algorithm hasn't recommended them to me. I didn't know they fucking existed. And one thing I want to stress is I'm not coming up with excuses. Like, there is none. That's the point. There's no fucking excuses anymore. At this point, with this amount of worldwide attention, we all gotta fucking just see it and listen and understand, and not deflect and be defensive and like, oh well, you know, oh what, you know, it's not me, oh I'm not racist. At what point is it just fucking bullshit excuses? And it can't be that anymore. It just, there's no fucking room for it. Black people are angry, and they fucking should be. I can't believe that they have to live this every day. Fear of going outside, fear, like never getting noticed or promoted, and then always having to wonder, is it because I'm black? How? Are we here in 2020? I know how, because it's so ingrained within us. Even nice, good people don't see they're doing it. I just wanted to hold my hand up and admit I've never taken enough notice, and I've never taken enough action. Now I am, and I just want to make an attempt to be better, to educate myself on, you know, the history and the present, and try and seek out. I've never sought out black creators, black authors, black people that should be recognised. And if society ain't gonna fucking do it, I'm gonna have to do it myself. We're all gonna have to put in the effort to just fucking do it ourselves, and until we can turn this fucking tide. Because I don't know what goes through the mind of someone who would kneel on a man's throat for 8 minutes? And that's one incident. There's hundreds more I could name after this week, which I didn't know before. I feel like a kid who's now learning, oh yeah, so the world is bad and it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Like, I thought my pessimism on the world was already pretty damn high, but fuck, has it reached new heights. I'm starting to understand and come around to the idea of why they're so angry, why they're so frustrated, and why when they talk about race and making it a race issue, they're not causing trouble, they're just bringing up something we don't see. And there's so much I wanted to say in this video, and I feel like I've said it all wrong. There's a million thoughts in my brain and a million things I've learned this week. It sounds fucking stupid, but it's true. And I just wanted to be honest and genuine, and I'm not just doing this and then next month everything will be fine and I'll forget it ever happened. Like, no. I've learned a lot this week, which is not gonna go away. Like, I'm taking this with me, and I'm going to make an active effort in the future to promote black creators, seek out black creators, to support black creators, and not to try and lead the charge or like promote myself more, because I'm a small booktuber. No, very few people are gonna watch this. My average view count's like, what, 15? I ain't upstaging anyone. But like, we just need to do better, whether you're a 3 million subscriber person or a 3 subscriber person. We all need to, whether you're a YouTube person at all, like, it doesn't matter. We all need to fucking change this and take out this thing that's so deeply ingrained that we don't even know it's there. And I now fucking know it's there. And that scares me, and it disgusts me, and it angers me. I'm so angry at myself. Like, I'm so mad. And I'm not saying this, I'm not excusing myself. I'm saying it because I want to just hold my fucking hands up and say, yeah, I never saw it. I'm stupid. I'm an idiot. Obviously, I'm going to try and do a bunch of research and link a bunch of charities and booktubers. I plan on maybe doing a few videos on black booktubers I'm discovering, because I'm now trying to go through and find some and find ones I like. And once I watch, you know, a bunch of their videos and I really enjoy their content, I'll subscribe. I'm not just auto-subscribing, because that just seems ingenuine to me. I don't want to do that. If I subscribe to people, I want it to be because I really enjoy what they're doing and I want to see more of it, which kind of seems fucking obvious to me, but apparently that's not obvious. I want to do a video on, like I said, black booktubers, black authors, books with black people in it that I've read and enjoyed, books that I want to read. And like I said, none of this is going to upstage anyone. It's all going to be in promotion of. I don't earn a single fucking cent. I don't earn a single penny from any of my videos. I'm not taking any monetary value. And if I did, I would fucking give it straight back to these charities, because I'm not going to earn money off it and then keep it, because that just seems icky to me. Nothing I've said in this video is anything like I wanted it to come out. I wanted to talk eloquently and I can't. I don't have the ability to. Let's face it, I should not be the one promoting this, but I should be one of those people who are turning it around, and I want to turn this around and be a better ally, but not just an ally, an accomplice, a fighter to do action, and not, I'm never going to be silent. Not about this. Never. This is like a social media trend right now, and it shouldn't be. This is real people's lives. We need to move forward with this knowledge and not let it go. Like, I'm not letting this go. I'm going to be talking about this well into the future, promoting and fighting for something. A cause I didn't know fucking exists. Well, I did know it existed. I'm not saying any of the right things, but it's fine, because I'm sure there are plenty of amazing black creators that have put it way fucking better than I have. And I'll link a few below, some of the ones that I've watched and really fucking enjoyed. Well, not enjoyed, like learned from, and I just understood the perspective from and listened to. It's all about shutting up, realising you done fucked up, and if you want to be an ally, it's not just about I'm an ally, it's about like really doing something, really admitting any past faults and uplifting those who need uplifting, and then not forgetting it in a month's time and not moving on from it, not reading black books only in February when it's Black History Month, if you even do that. I've always read and enjoyed black books, but how many have I read this year? Probably not enough. And although I've always thought that was a good thing, that I don't see colour in people, if that colour swayed the way that society has forced it to sway, that's not a good thing either. I'm going to have to fucking do the work and force it in the other direction so it's more even, and find more black books. I found a bunch that I'm really excited about. Like I said, I've been watching a bunch of really great black booktubers that are talking about this topic and about this issue right now, and just normal videos, you know, hauls and wrap-ups and shit. And I haven't just subscribed to any yet, but like I said, I usually take some time before I subscribe. I like to get to kind of know the person and like know that I enjoy their style and stuff before I do that. I just moved this week and my emotions have already been fucked up. I've had major depressive episodes this week, but that don't fucking matter. The world's still shit, whether I'm shit or not. The world's still going on, and there are plenty of black people who probably have depression who can't run away from it, so I'm not gonna. I've just moved, everything's in chaos, and this week's been a whirlwind for me in my personal life, and then this as well, to just completely change my mindset. It reminds me when I first jumped on the LGBTQ. Again, I always didn't really care. Like I would happily be friends with or without. It didn't matter to me. I didn't see it. But then when I realised the kind of hate I have for a few friends, and I started to see what they go through, and I completely learned and watched and listened and understood and just kind of was there to listen to them. And it's amazing what that will do for your mindset, and it completely changed my view on the world and how people treat gay people, and how I didn't realise how bad it was. And this situation right here with the Black Lives Matter is exactly the same as that one, where I feel fucking stupid that I never saw it and I was never on board. Like, obviously I was on board with Black Lives Matter, but I didn't realise how big of a deal it was. And again, this is not an excuse, this is just true. The UK doesn't have as much violence, so yeah, racism is here, of course it fucking is with the UK, but you ain't gonna get shot in the head for it, especially by those people that are supposed to fucking protect you. That shit sounds so dystopian to me. How is that what? How? That people are angry and they don't trust us because they've spent hundreds of fucking years banging their head against the wall, trying to change the way things are, and even in the modern world they try and bring up their experience and how they get persecuted every day, and we just brush it under the carpet, we brush it aside, we chalk it up to coincidence, or oh it's not that, or oh we were overreacting, and it is that, and they're right, and they're being demonised for it, and then they're being, oh they're just rocking the boat and making a fuss, and we're not listening to them. I'm listening, and I just want more people. I really hope that if anything comes of this fucking shitstorm tragedy, that more people have had this epiphany as me. That would turn a tide. If a lot of people like me were like, whoa, I've never been actively a horrible dickhead racist, but that doesn't mean I'm clean either. That doesn't wash my hands of this. Instead of just not being the one to do it, I should be the one to help fight it. If enough people have that realisation, maybe something would fucking change. Obviously, I can't do that. I haven't got the platform for that. I wish I fucking had, because I would. I would in a heartbeat. And I will, but not everyone has that platform, and we've all just got to do our bit. Black people have no reason to trust us at this point, and that's horrible. That's horribly sad that, and instead of just talking about it and making it a social media thing for now to check a box and move on, we have to fucking prove it. And then going into the future, we're gonna have to fucking prove that this isn't a fad, that we're there for them and that we're on their side and we'll fight for them. Because at this point, you're either for or you're against. There's no middle. You can't be silent in the centre and just, it's not my problem. Political issue or not, this is a fucking human rights issue. So yeah, it does belong on BookTube, it belongs fucking everywhere. The media, entertainment, it belongs everywhere. Your safe space shouldn't include this not being there. Because yeah, this makes you uncomfortable. It fucking should. I've been so uncomfortable with all the things I've had to listen to, or not had to, I've made myself listen to, and the black people I've watched and tried to listen to and read up on, and it fucking makes me uncomfortable. Because it's an attack, but it's not, because we deserve, like, we have to fucking change it. And if you feel attacked, oh well, like, until it changes, unless you're the person who is fighting for them, you wouldn't be attacked. You only feel attacked if you've done something wrong. You only feel defensive if you have that guilt inside of you that you just don't want to admit to. So let's fucking admit to it, whether you've done something intentionally malicious or not. We're all fucking guilty at this point. Every fucking one of us. My word means nothing. Our words mean nothing. Our actions do. I don't know what else I can say that won't come out as just pure, rambly, gibberish garbage. Links below. I have plans to do videos in the future. And I have plans to change myself in the future and continue with this journey that I'm now on. And I'm sorry. I'm not saying that. I am genuinely fucking sorry. I see it. I'm fucking so annoyed that I haven't before. I've just spoken to a few friends and family members recently, you know, loved ones, just people around me, white people, just talking about this topic, because obviously the world is fucking talking about this topic. And after kind of coming through this realisation and journey I have over this week, I'm hearing things that I used to hear in a whole new fucking light, and it's shit scary. Comments like that seem completely innocuous and innocent, such a dark, sinister core, and it makes me feel sick. Things like, oh, I feel sorry for the white police who now aren't getting respected enough, who are innocent. I get that's supposed to be a really nice, heartfelt human thing to think about, but it's ignoring the victim and going straight to white people again, skipping over them. Yeah, I mean, I guess there are probably police out there who have only ever done a good fucking job and have never been racist and have never treated anyone differently. But it's not about them. Like, it's not about us. It's about the fucking black victims and I guess they're all victims at this point. Comments like that, where I didn't, like, that would have sounded completely innocent to me before, and now I'm like, fuck, there's something wrong with that. Internally, without people even noticing that they're saying it, there's something wrong with that. That it makes me uncomfortable, I don't want to talk about it. There's a million other examples of comments like that, but how I'm just seeing them in a completely new fucking light. As well, America's especially, I'm sorry America, I know I'm beating down on you, but like, the violence in all your country scares me. I've been to America once, and obviously I can't judge a country once, but I remember the first time I saw a policeman walk by with a gun, and that freaked me the fuck out, because I've never seen a gun before. Not like a real fucking gun, like I've seen replica guns. Like my boyfriend like has like a few cowboy rifles that don't fire. They're just basically props. UK, I haven't seen a gun before. And I saw that in America, them walking right through the middle of a mall. I was like, it's a fucking gun. If I was a black person, I'd have to be afraid of that person every time they walk by and try and remain as innocent and non-threatening as possible. Otherwise, they would overreact and I'd be in danger. And that's just fucking horrible. I've been seeing these videos of the fucking military-esque forces, the armed guard coming out for these protests, just pushing, being so aggressive. Peaceful, aggressive protesters, all the protesters, they just get pushed, tear gassed. Like, that shit ain't just like, oh, it's kind of smoky. No, that shit's fucking like biological warfare. Rubber bullets, oh, they sound so, that shit injures people badly. You can't throw fucking tear gas in, well, apparently you fucking can. How is that legal to throw? That's not control, that's oppression. That's fucking terrifying. How is that a thing that happens? I've seen articles on how to go to a peaceful protest and remain safe. How to have bail funds and numbers set up just in case. You shouldn't be thinking about that when you're being totally innocent and peaceful. But that's the fucking reality of it. These military armed guards in their full-on riot gear that are fucking dressed up to the nines like the fucking Avengers. And yet a few weeks ago I remember articles about the UK and the US, the NHS and the American doctors using fucking bin bags to go to work and household supplies because they were running out. Where's the funding going? That comparison fucks me up. A couple of months ago, doctors and nurses were using fucking trash bags to try and keep safe at work, to deal with this pandemic on the front fucking lines and trying not to get, using their own fucking money and resources, like shit resources. And then you see this happen and the fucking military are dressed up like they're on a movie set. What the fuck? Where are the fucking funds going? Why on earth are the American police that decked out? Why is the procedure to corral the crowds, block them in, confuse them, make sure they can't leave and then have the excuse to arrest them? What the actual fuck? That just sounds like a fucking horror movie. But that's the fucking reality and that shit is terrifying. But if I was in America, I'd go to one because white people are less likely to get abused than black people apparently. So I'd have to be one of those white people that was there to kind of stand in front, not to lead it, but to cushion the people of colour from getting abused any more than they do and save them from jail because a white person's going to be treated better in jail than a black person. What fucking world are we living in? Just that comparison of the American military police and the nurses. If that doesn't prove where priorities go into human life, what the fuck does? I've read some stories, watched some videos that have made me fucking sick. And to know that I've never actively seen this, actively spoke out or done any real action to fight against this, to stand with people of colour and say, fuck, you are in trouble and we're going to help you. It makes me equally guilty, it makes us all fucking equally guilty. Not anymore, fuck that. Shit ain't about us. Shit is about making sure those people are fucking safe and that we always talk about equality and diversity. How come we've not implemented this shit by now? So we're gonna have to make a fucking effort to do it, and donating to these charities, signing these petitions, protests, just listening, just, you know, supporting black creators and authors and whatever the fuck else. This isn't just about YouTube and the publishing community. This is everywhere. I just happen to be a big part of the publishing community. Well, not a big part, but I'm just fucking rambling now. I spent the whole week researching and learning and having an epiphany and fucking cringing and dying inside over the fucking shitstorm this is, and it's all turned into this garbage soup in my brain that is spewed forth from my mouth in the most ineloquent way possible. But I have to say something, because silence is violence, and I won't be silent anymore. And I've made a change. So thanks for watching this cheerful video. I'll have my rainbow bookshelf out soon, and the Black Lives Matter videos I mentioned. Also, I've got my moving vlog coming out, and who knows what the fuck else. At this point, my brain is fried, and I'll just see you in the future.